Namaskar, welcome to Honest Astrologer, and as promised, I am here to answer your questions about Shani, which you have asked in your comments. Hello, sir. Any tips on how to cope up with Sade Saati? Currently in the last phase of Sade Saati, but totally confused. Sade Saati, my experience has been Naam Bade Darshan Chote. Okay, there's been a lot of hullabaloo around Sade Saati this and Sade Saati that. In my experience, Gochar doesn't matter that much. It's your Mahadasha Antardasha doing the talking. So maybe you are running a Rahu moon and you blame it on the Sade Saati because at any given point of time, 25% of the world population is under Sade Saati. So give me a good Mahadasha Antardasha. I don't care much about the transits. Sade Saati is more of a holy cow created. Boss, I predicted, okay, you will do well in your Shukra Dasha, but something goes wrong. I very happily point a finger to Lord Shani, अरे तुम्हारा Sade Saati चल रहा. I haven't seen Sade Saati make a very big difference. So I think this was created in the Middle Ages more to scare people and sell them remedies and pujas. Sade Saati is usually not the villain. I have often seen, uh, so it does have an impact, but a very mild impact. But let's say a 10 to 15% impact. I want you to check out the Mahadasha Antardasha that you're going through. Okay. Please make a detailed video on Shani like you did on Ketu and Rahu. Yes, I will definitely do that. I'm working on it. It is going to take time, but it'll come. I'm going through Ketu Mahadasha and Shani Antardasha very hard time. Please help me out to go through this period. It's a tough one, buddy. I'll give that to you. Three things. One, your energy is going to fluctuate. One day you'll feel like working a lot. Second day you'll say, I just cannot work. So you need to listen to your body, act accordingly. That's one. Second thing, your romantic life goes for a toss, especially if you are a male. These two planets are very harsh on male natives. So your wife can become angry at you. There can be mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, civil wars. So try to keep the ladies calm. Three, you can have a lot of allergies. Shani Ketu creates a lot of allergies. Okay. So I want you to talk to a good allergy doctor, take some tulsi regularly, and just take good care of your health. Ketu, Shani, Rahu, and Ketu, Shani, Shukra are the worst patches. Take good care of your body because Ketu is sort of an antithesis to Shani. Shani wants to work a lot, Ketu doesn't want to work at all. So you need to maintain that balance. I have created a Ketu video. You can go and listen to the Ketu Shani part. I've already explained it like. Shani MD and Venus AD. Okay, that's the worst patch of Shani. For some reason, even Shani Rahu doesn't bother a person so much as Shani Shukra does. So I have a theory around it. I've written the articles around it. I'll make the video on that. But Shani Shukra, you need to be very, very careful. I'm going through Shani's Dhaiyaa and I'm working, but I see Lord Saturn is giving result for hard work. Dhaiyaa again is a part of the transit thing. I am not a big fan. So you might want to check out the Mahadasha Antardasha. Look, transits happen for everybody. So for example, how Sade Saati works, that Shani, if it is sitting in one Rashi, so the Rashi behind it and the Rashi next to it get affected. So Shani travels over three Rashis in 7.5 years, so that's called Sade Saati. So if you are a Kark Rashi, the moment Shani enters Mithuna Rashi, your Sade Saati starts. The moment it exits Singha Rashi, your Sade Saati ends. But again, like I said, Naam Bade Darshan Chote. So Sade Saati, Dhaiyaa, Panvati, these are much more recent additions to Vedic astrology. Not a big fan. You might want to check out the Mahadasha Antardasha. That's the killer app of Vedic astrology. So West, why the West suffers so much despite so many research things? They do not have the concept of Mahadasha Antardasha. So that's the killer app. I know what needs to be done, but no execution. All to-do list going long. Okay. Perfectionism is a curse of Shani. Okay, people with a very heavy Shani, let's say a Sun Shani combo or Shani in the Lagna or seventh house, they have this compulsion for perfection. Shani is the daddy of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Till the time they get everything perfect, they won't launch. Stop doing that. Learn to live with good enough. Okay, don't work after unnecessary details. So that's a curse of Shani that you have to fight against. Another question is Bhava Chalit chart. How does it matter? Again, Bhava Chalit naam bade darshan chote. Bhava Chalit is used by people in Maharashtra and Gujarat. But what I've seen is it doesn't matter so much. What really matters is your actual chart. So Bhava Chalit is an add-on. It's not all that powerful. Okay, this is a very interesting one from one of my very loyal and supportive followers. I am great, always great. So thank you, buddy. Love you so much. You are such a big supporter, and you have asked a very good question. Let me answer this one. He says, isn't it weird that the hardworking, disciplinarian, rule-following Shani revolts against the path given by Sun and goes retrograde, while the manmoji, wimpy, fickle-minded, childish moon nerves? What's this the meaning? Moon deep inside values law. Also, Sun is never retrograde, but it is him only who puts this law. No sense him breaking the same. Okay. I'm not going to comment on Moon about this. I'll do a separate series on Moon. It's a very different planet. Look, the difference between Sun and Shani is Sun makes the laws, Shani follows the laws. Okay. You talk to a Sun in the first person, they are law unto themselves. किसी की नहीं सुनते. They love breaking rules. They love creating their own laws and then breaking them when they feel like. Okay. You talk to a Shani in the first guy, such a law-abiding citizen, वो बाथरूम में भी लेफ्ट साइड चलते हैं कि चालान नहीं कट जाए. So Shani is the legally abiding, law-following citizen. Okay. Sun is the king. He says जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो law है. So ये दोनों का बड़ा जबरदस्त contrast है. So, but you need to understand, Sun doesn't want to follow the laws. He wants to make the laws. The king can do no wrong. So in the old days, kings will make the laws, they will change the laws, they'll break the laws, and whatever they would do is right. So Sun is the king, remember. Shani is the judge. He has to remain within the confines of his legal framework and his constitution, and he has to follow everything to the T. A judge will never break the law. A king will play with the law as if it is a toy. So, Sun ka mardi hai. The king can do no wrong. That is why Sun in the first people are lovable rascals. They have good personalities, they are pretty popular, but they keep bending rules whenever. They make very good bosses. Shani in the first people, you will see them very law-abiding, strict guidelines and everything. They make very good employees but bad bosses. So we'll discuss it in details. But good question. I want to know if Shani placed in fourth house of all family members, will they have own house and good vehicle as per features of fourth house? I don't like Shani in the fourth house. I have seen problems with property, I've seen problems with vehicles, I've seen problems with mother. Entire family having fourth house Shani, that's very rare. So I cannot comment till the time I have seen all the four charts, but there are going to be difficulties in these areas. Sir, आप क्या यूज करते हैं वैदिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी और केपी? ओके, आई डू नॉट यूज केपी, आई डू वैदिक पराशरी एस्ट्रोलॉजी. I know a little bit of BSP. Biggest thing, my father taught me, beta, put logical in astrological. So that's what I do. Yes, you at times you borrow something from Western astrology, you borrow something from BSP. You keep borrowing from the masters who have written. So I don't, I'm not very rigid about it. But KP1, I fail to understand KP. It just doesn't make sense to me. Because my fundamentals which I had as a child around the age of 13, 14, thanks to my father, they were strictly around the Vedic astrology framework, and Vedic astrology, the complete system. There are no parts missing. The rest of them, they have a lot of parts missing, so it's not easy to follow them or practice them. So I stick to what works, the good old Parashari, but yes, I continue to do a lot of research. So if something is written in the book doesn't work in the real life, I don't care. Yeah, I don't blindly go by the book. So I think that separates me from many practitioners, but I'm happy. If it works, it works. And if it doesn't work, even if it is written in the book, bold, underline, I still don't care. So thanks to my father, he taught me this. He said, look, forget what's written in the book. You see what the planet is doing in the real world chart. Second thing, I come from a corporate background, so we were very particular about observing things. You know, you have your Six Sigma trainings and all. So we had something known as gauge R&R. Is it repeatable and reproducible? If it is, only then we'll trust it. So I use that funda, and if it works, I use it. If it doesn't work, I don't use it. And there are a few things which are not written in any books. I've seen them happen in real life. I use them and they work. So if it's working, that's what I focus on. I love Mahavir Swamiji for something that he said. He said, whatever is right is mine. जो सही है वो मेरा है. हम लोग नॉर्मल पर्सन प्रॉब्लम है जो मेरा है वो सही है. So I don't believe in that. I have a lot of respect for Jainism and Mahavir Swami, and ever since I followed this, जो सही है वो मेरा है thing, it has helped me a lot. So whatever is right, I adopt it. I don't care which book or which person said that. But if it doesn't work, I still don't care which book or which person said that. And with that, we come to the end of this Q&A session. Thank you so much for your questions. I hope this was helpful. Do let me know, and I'll see you very soon in another Shani video. Jai Shani Dev.